In this video, I'll be taking us through how to manage our school website as a school admin. So the first thing that would need to be done is to navigate to our school website. So we'll put in our URL, and when we get to our web page, we find our login button. Should in case we are unable to navigate to the login button, we can manually override that by doing /login and with the enter button. So on login, we'll log in with our details. So alright, so when we log in as an admin, we have a whole bunch of side panel. So we have the tutorials page where you can check out and understand how the app works. So we have this check-in and check-out where we can see attendance history of our staffs. So we have this classes section. This is where we can see all the classes that are already like set up, and we can assign teachers. So in this particular section now, you can assign teachers. So you can assign more than a teacher to one particular classroom, and then you can assign a class supervisor. This is someone that oversees the class, that could do actions like mark correction on behalf of the school management. So you can assign that, and then for this particular class, you can assign teacher to each subject, and then you can save. You can also edit the class. You can edit the class name, and you save also. So let's go back to our classes page. So you can upload syllabus. You can view the syllabus, and then you can view the courses. You can edit if it's core or not. So you can change the course type. Alright, now let's go to students. So you can view students. So you select the class you want to view from, the section. You can load list. You can view their profile. You can deactivate the student if the student have left the school. Let's go back to our view page. You can edit the students. Yes. You can update their records. You can change their section if there is more than one section. And most importantly, you have to click this update button. And let me do that. You see a message up here that shows you if it was successfully saved or not. You need to be very careful to check and be sure that you get this successful message, so you can know your action was successful. Alright, to add a new student, just click on add students. You fill in their details. This ID card, it's supposed to be auto-generated. Then you assign them to, you choose the class the student will be, and then this section, and that will be all. You just click on add, and then you check here. You see that it was successfully add. It has successfully add the students to the system. The next option, action line, is managing teachers. So as an admin, you can view all your current teachers. You can view their profile or edit their profile. So let's see, edit. You can update their details, basically their name and their email address. And then you can add a new teacher, fill in the details, and then add. So the next is exams and grades. So there's not much to be done here, but let's see. So exams are automated already from the back end. So our grading system, yes. So this allows you to have different grading style for each classes. You can select, okay, KG1, KG2, KG3, and then you can give the grading system a name, and then you can give them marks breakdown. So this is what the selected classes will use when you create the grading system. So you can view existing grade system. So we have just two grade system already in this particular school that we are using. Okay, result analysis, admin search audit. This allows you to look for a student, and you can see their result, and then you can edit what a class teacher has given as a remark. You can update it, and then you can give your own remark. You can update it also. I can print the reports if you want to. So lesson plans, this is where you can see all the lesson plans that have been submitted by teachers. You can edit it if there's a need for it. Notice, this is where you can post on the dashboard if there is any notice for staff and students and parents to see. It's going to show in their dashboard, and can also edit it from here. So we have end of term. This is where you append a note to the report sheet for the students. So you can put an headline, your type of text, so you can just use plain text to type, or you can use HTML. So you go to an AI like ChatGPT, you give it your plain text, tell it to write an HTML format of this message for you. So you just paste it here, and then you can leave this optional. So next term label, and then next resumption date, and the fees deadline for next term. So any additional notes, just put it, and you can save it, or you can preview it, and to be appended to the report sheet page for each student to view. So events, this is where you can add an event to the calendar. Just type the event name and then to show on the calendar. Then syllabus, so you can select the class, select the course, syllabus name, and upload the syllabus. This routine, this is where you can set timetable. So select the class, select the course, section, course, the weekday, and the time, and you create it. So on the students portal, they can see their timetable, and the teachers also. So this academic page, this is where you can create a new session. So this is currently the current session. You can create a new session. Let's say you want to move to the next session. Once you've created it, you can just put the session here. You can roll over. So it's going to copy your assignments, teacher assignments, classroom subject, and everything. It's going to copy it to the next session. So if you like this school now is in first semester, you can create a new semester. The day it starts and the day it ends, you can create it. So should in case you want to set the total number of days the school was open, this is where you set it. And then attendance type, do you want attendance to be by section, that's by classroom, or by course? This is where you set it. So if you want to go back in time to look for a data, you can use this to check a session. You can use it to move from one session to another. So if you want to create a new section, just give it a name, a room number, and the class you want to assign it to. So if you want to assign a teacher, this is where you would do that from. So assign teacher to So this is where you assign teachers. So let's say you want to assign this particular teacher as the maybe a subject teacher, section teacher, or supervisor. You can do this from here, or you can do this from the first place I showed earlier. So you select all the details and you save it. Alright, so the next feature is a financial withholding. So should in case a ward has a negative balance in their school fees, so you can just turn on this button and then such person would not be able to see their attendance or their results. Okay, so default exam weights, you really do not need to set this. If you had set from the page I showed earlier, that's the exam grade section. Graduation settings, this is where you select a class where students graduate from. So once a student is in this class, they cannot promote to the next class, they just graduate. Alright, about that. The next is the promotions. So we have policies. This is where you can configure how the promotion works. So this calculation method is cumulative. Once a student gets up to 50% of the cumulative, they can promote. So you can just configure it from there. You can always configure it. So if the student falls below, so you can promote on probation or retain. This is where you just set your promotion logic for the school. So you select a class and configure it. Then this is if you want to like do a review of how many students was promoted and everything. This is where it's graduation dash. This is where you see students are set for promotion, for that are set to graduate. Sorry. So you can withhold and promote. Okay. Now the accounting section. So it has a dashboard that you can see all your expenses and history. Then we have the analytics page also. Fee heads, this is where you define your school fees. So let's say tuition fee, lab fee, the kind of fees that are chargeable. This is where you define them. You can just add more. And then assign fees, this is where you give, so this particular class now you can manage now, you can add fee to them, tuition fee, and how much they be, you can add it to them and every other thing. Then debtors list, this is where you see list of people that are owing, people that have negative balance. Add-ons, this is when a student wants to like get additional stuffs for themselves, maybe uniform, they want to get school bus, enrollment, all those things. So you can just click on add-on. You would have defined it from the fee head, so you just select it, you select the students, and then you select the amount, the term and session, assign the add-on, and then it will be charged from their balance. So when a student wants to deposit money into their wallet, so collect payments, choose the students, the session, payment mode, fill out the details, amounts, and description or anything, and then you save the payment. So it automatically credits the student's purse. Okay. Next one is expenses. So you can review expenses, you can create expenses, and like that. Then the next is communication. As an admin, you can send a bulk message. So you select the channel, maybe bulk SMS or bulk email. Session, you can select the class or all classrooms, all sections, So subject of your email, and then your exact message. So you can type in plain text, or you can like copy your message and go to an AI model and tell it to write it for you in HTML, so that it will be designed in the email to look like an actual email newsletter. All right. And if it is a bulk SMS, you just type your SMS, type in plain text. You just type in plain text and view recipients and send. So open inbox, this is where you see your inbox. So the school has an official email here. Once it is connected, this open inbox shows you all inbox to the school's official email. So we'll get to the connection site later. All right, this is staff. So you can view staff, like you can edit this yellow, then is edit button. You can add a new staff, okay, or you can update a staff password from here also. Just edit and then can change your password. Audit logs, this is where you see who did what. So this particular student now did this action, added mark, so you can view it. See, for these students now, for this session, that's what the audit log does for us. Now the next thing is the site management. If you come here, you can change your password here. You can site settings. So this is where you manage your school name, this name that is showing here, this name that is showing here. This is where you set it. Your ID type, this is where you set it. So it's the student ID card number is auto generated. So once you put okay, the first prefix is BS, the second prefix is ABJ, and then the year that the student is enrolling in, so the year from the session, and then XXX, that's the number, student number. So the school color, primary color, secondary color, school logo, can update your logo, upload your logo. Login page background, that background you can upload it here. So you can set your school location latitude. This allows staff to be able to log in and check in for the attendance. So your radius for geofencing, so maybe like students can be like 60 meters away. So bulk SMS, this is if you want to be using bulk SMS, so just put your token and then sender ID so to connect this platform for bulk SMS. So IMAP inbox integration, this is where you can set your inbox so that your school's email, admin email, you can be viewing the messages from here. So you just put your host, your encryption type and everything, and then save settings. That's all. And that will be all about the admin dashboard. If you have any question, you can reach out to me. If you would like to set up this system for your school, you can reach out to me also. Thank you very much for your time.